okay, some of us are sicker than others, but I am the sickest one. It's me, Pretty V, AD, bringing you everything from A to Z involving recovery. I told you I was going to do a live stream. This is like, it's different for me, but let's dive right into it. I was reading it just for today, and the just for today was talking about being realistic and living in reality and your truth. So that's why I titled this stream "Telling My Truth," because when you're in active addiction, you come so far away from reality that you actually just start to believe the lies that you tell yourself. So basically, my realization, like I shared in my last episode, was that I could not do recovery. I could not get clean and be successful in my recovery alone. And that was a hard pill to swallow, but it was indeed my reality because if I tried to do it by myself, I would still be, sick, still using. So the reality for me is, what I'm saying, accepting the fact that I can't do this by myself, accepting the fact that I need help, right? So I really, I really feel really good that I'm back to reality and that I don't have those paranoid episodes and feel like the world is against me because that wasn't my reality. That was just the addiction and the drugs taking me over the edge for real. But today my reality is like I'm actually happy. Like I'm happy, that I'm clean and sober. The 24th, I'll have 4 months. And when I went to the meeting yesterday, I got a 90-day keychain. It was very special. But tell me why the fuck I got this 60-day chain. I was so excited. Like, I got up as soon as they called it. But I ended up turning that in and getting a 90-day chain. This ain't my first rodeo. Realistically, I've done this before. So I know that recovery and, being treatment and, having a program and a support system, I know that they definitely work. But sometimes we lie to ourselves. I lied to myself a lot of times about everything because I still wanted to do wrong. I still wanted to do what I wanted to do. I remember when I first started trying to get clean last year, and I went into treatment, and I left. I left, and I went back home, and my friend was like, he was like, why would you go through all of that just to come home and do the same shit? I said, because I'm not done yet. And I meant that with all my heart. I meant that like so deeply, so deeply. And I really wasn't done yet. But now that I am done, I just feel like the sky is the limit. My reality today is it's happy, it's joyous, it's grateful because I was just lost. And I'm not gonna say I liked it that way, but I was content with being that way. I was content with being delusional. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like I was doing something out there. Wasn't doing a damn thing. But this is so crazy. Like this is different. This is different. I never thought that I would be a streamer in my life. But yeah, this is addiction can take you through so many changes, and it's like every time you use, it get worse and worse. Like if you get clean for a little bit and you relapse, you might have never done heroin before. This time, bitch, you probably gonna try it. The only thing that I haven't done is like acid or like shoot up before. I can't do it. I would never be able to do it. But I'm not trying to find out what that shit be like. Like I got my ass handed to me last time, and my problem was always staying clean because it took me a minute to actually get clean. But to stay clean, it's not easy. It's not for the weak. So I always got to be realistic with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like earlier, I was going to leave out, mind you, 95 degrees outside. And I don't got nowhere to go. So why would you leave out if you ain't got nowhere to go? You asking for trouble. Look, I had my pocketbook on. Like, I was ready to go. I was literally out the door. And something said, where are you going? I don't know if there was a little angel on my shoulder. The angel on this side, and the right side, said, no, where do you think you're going? You're not leaving out of here. You don't even have anywhere to go. So, being realistic with myself, knowing that if I have nowhere, no destination, and I'm just wandering around, some trouble is going to find me. Also, being realistic with myself in my recovery, knowing that this is a lifelong process. At first, I was not willing to accept that. At first, I was very, like just skeptical and just non-believing. I just didn't believe it because I see people that I'm not them, but I try to learn from other people. And there's some people that don't go to meetings. They go to treatment one time and they get clean. Everybody don't need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Some of us do, some of us don't. Some people like going to meetings, some people don't go to meetings, some people have a sponsor, some people don't. So I'm like, and it's like once I get like a year or two clean, I feel like I got it. I'll stop going to meetings. I'll stop, calling people's networking. And then before you know it, all my little shiny tools in my toolbox, somebody was stolen. And I'm back to square one. But this time it feels so much different for me. It feels so much different because I don't have any reservation. I don't feel like I want to use ever. I don't. And that's a lot. I mean, I've been getting high since I was a little girl. First time I smoked a joint, I was 11. So it's like, when is it going to stop? Like, 30 years old, you got to stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this place with people that have been getting high for 60, 50, 40 years, and they just getting it. So I feel kind of lucky. Honestly, I feel kind of lucky to get it now, as opposed to me being 50, 60, still using. And I don't judge nobody because I'm just one step away from being in the same boat, especially somebody that I'm in the program with, because we are definitely in the same boat. And reality be a hard pill to swallow sometimes. If you want to be real, bitch, I gotta get a job. I got some great things in the future, though. I got some great, great opportunities coming towards me, and I'm not even going to talk about them because I feel like when you talk about things, that like dampens the blessing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to scratch my blessing and ruin my blessing, so I'm gonna just keep it to myself. But that's best believe your girl got plans. I got dreams, aspirations, and that's one thing. When I was using like, because like I like to draw, I like to do art and stuff like that. But it's like whenever I was using, none of that shit mattered. I would step away from that. I still would paint sometimes, but I don't even understand where my head was. Because now that I'm here in my sobriety, it kind of I kind of resent myself a little bit for wasting so much of my time. Because life is short. Life is not long. Like, you only live, like, the majority of people only live like 70, 75 years, and then you're gone. That's 75 Christmases, 75 birthdays. It don't sound that long when you think about it like that, do it? It don't. 75 New Year's, you know what I'm saying? After that, you back in a diaper like a baby, and you gotta bend over and kiss your ass to die. So when I leave, this earth, I want people to know me not as the addict. I want people to know me as the woman that I truly am, that God has ordained me to be. I want to be, name a street after me, name a motherfucking school library after me. I want my great, 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 great grandkids to know who I am. To you know what I'm saying, to put some respect on my name. Because, baby, my name got a lot of shit with it. But, yo, this is so crazy. I'm tripping off looking at myself. I ain't got no makeup on or nothing. And this is the real me. That's why we talking about reality and realistically. This is how I really look. Okay? Addiction really sucks, man. I remember like getting up. I couldn't get up, right? I didn't want to get up out the bed because I didn't have what I needed. And now that I get up, I brush my teeth. I spit it out. I go, mm, bitch. It's like I used to just lay around in my own depression. If I didn't have any money to get what I needed, or somebody wasn't bringing it to me, I wasn't getting up. I was miserable. I was truly miserable. Um, Realistically, my life is better. Life is good when you don't worry about the small things. See, because when you got a higher power, you know that your higher power is going to like provide no matter what. I've had some miracles happen over the last week, and I don't want to speak on them because I've already said too much to some people. And now I believe I didn't block my blessings, like I said I didn't want to do. But God has just been continually blessing me, and I know it's because I'm doing the right thing, right? I got a good heart. Even when I was using, I still had a good heart. I was too nice, giving away everything. But I just thank God that my addiction and my trauma hasn't made me a bitter woman, and made me the type of person that nobody likes to be around. I'm proud of myself today. I'm really proud of myself. And if you're listening, if you're in recovery, you should be proud of yourself too, because it's not easy. I say this all the time. It's easy to get lit. They singing about it in the song, get lit, get drunk, get thrown, hop a pill, bite down, all that. But to live a sobriety, to live that life, to really be sober and to have a sober mind and a sober lifestyle, not living dirty, not living dirty. That's not for weak. This stuff is not easy. It's not easy at all. And I just feel so blessed to be here. I feel so honored, to have another chance at life, because I had given up on myself. I had pretty much given up on myself, and my reality was me using every single day for the rest of my life, because I knew I needed help, but I couldn't bring myself to get it. So I felt like I was stuck in this hole. You feel me? Like the man in the hole. There's a story called The Man in the Hole, and like he's stuck in the hole, and he hears people. It's a manhole. He hears people going, like, "Hey, help me get out the hole! Can you help me, please?" So somebody help him get out the hole. He goes back in the hole. "Hey, can you help me get out the hole?" Somebody helps him again. He goes back in the hole. He's like, "Man, somebody help me, please." They're like, "Man, we ain't helping you. You just gonna go back in the hole. You crying wolf." He's like, "No, I promise I ain't going back in the hole. Come on, please let me out." They let him out. He said he forgot something and go back in the hole. Then somebody sees him again. "Hey, can you get me out the hole?" The man gets down in the hole with him and says, "I'm going to show you how to get yourself out of the hole. So the next time you find yourself in this position, you can help yourself." And that's what I'm doing. Realistically, I know I can't do this by myself, but you can't help somebody if they don't want to help themselves. I remember when I first went to treatment the first time, and I called them. I was like, "Well, I need help. I need this treatment. I need." She said, "Okay, baby. We'll come get you when you're ready." I think I'll be ready in a week. I'll call you back in a week. She said, "Okay, baby." In a week, exactly a week, I went and packed my bag. I sat out front and I waited for them. But at that moment, I still had some dragging to do. I want to come out with the clothing line. And I'm not sure if it's going to be recovery related, but that would be cool, right? That would be cool, right? So maybe I should. I don't know. I got so many ideas and everything. And now that my head is finally clear, like, it's beautiful. Like I can articulate, I can think without going here, going there, putting out, doing this, doing that. And don't get me wrong, I still do that. very much ADHD, and I still go through changes with my mental health. But for the most part, my medicine is working because I'm not using, and I stopped taking it on. Yes, honey, baby, don't take that no more. Don't take it no more. I really would like to know how you guys feel about the theme song. You probably will have to tune in on Spotify to hear it. I have over 50 episodes on there. And what I like to do is play the theme song before I start talking. But this is my first time using StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard. Shout out to Rara. So I just wanted to get a feel for myself on the camera. And like I was saying, oh, I look good, bitch. Yeah. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been an honor. If you're listening, I love you. Remember, some of us are sicker than others, but I am the sickest one. I'm Pretty B, and I'm out.